Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we just finished, well, dealing with a crusade. So that's the thing. This is the Pope here. He's a bit of a jerk. That is actually a snowy white beard for a 35-year-old. Okay, cool. But we're going to come in over this way. Ooh, that was a little exciting to zoom in. The game is getting a little laggy here in the super late game. There's no doubt about that. But alas, there isn't really much that we can do about it. So we're going to come in here, and Denmark actually still has this island. So I want to declare war on him. We want to do a county conquer. We'll go ahead and do that. And we're honestly... How many troops does he have? I should have checked that. He has 3 troops. Okay, cool. So we're just going to raise our men-at-arms, and they're going to walk in like that. That war is already over. Excellent. So no problem there. Of course, we're also still worried about getting ourselves... Oh, we got a holy order. 5,000 troops? Okay, fine. I guess we'll raise some actual troops, but we don't need many. We want most of our money to be going towards our investments, because we definitely want to continue to invest in our structures. We'll stop gathering here. This is enough. We've got 4,000 troops good to go there, and these guys will arrive in 80 days. Cool. So, of course, we're going to continue to invest over this way. If we have any castles that can be invested in. If I recall correctly, everything was actually constructing, except our capital, which could definitely be worked on. There we go. And every castle, I believe, was constructing, but we did want to continue to work on upgrades like that. That'll be fine, but we'll get back to that in a bit here. I want this war over. I just want to clean up this tiny little bit here. This fort is being sieged, and I don't know why, and I don't really care. We want to clean up a little bit of this over this way, for sure. A little bit of this border gore. Mostly, we're interested right now in getting all of this done. We want to get these castles good to go, and we're currently working on men-at-arms. That'll be done in 12 years, and that will give us quite a lot of additional power. We're going to upgrade this barracks. And we're going to upgrade these hunters guilds as well. There's just a lot of upgrades that we want to do over there. Now, these guys are going to be ready to go here in just 7 days, and that is magnificent. Off we go. So this will be the last little bit of Denmark being taken over. And we are interested in continuing to fight wars, just small ones. We're not interested in any big wars at this moment, although we are still potentially interested in attacking these guys with a kingdom invasion CB. That will be fairly important. And in we go. This will be no problem whatsoever. As expected, no problem. Large mines have been constructed. Great. And we'll just siege this on down. 2 months, no big deal. We're at 50% war score already, and this will be over very shortly. So we do still have our kingdom claims to go after. There's no doubt about that. The question is, at what point do we want to go after these big wars? I mean, we're still wounded, which isn't great. We probably want to heal before we get into a big war because we don't want to accidentally die in the middle of that war. Like, not from leading troops, just from our injuries. Another outbreak of smallpox that I missed. I never saw that outbreak of smallpox. I don't know if the game is bugging or if it's happening but we're not getting notifications, or if I'm just not noticing them, or whatever. Any way we slice it, it hasn't been relevant, so we hope that it remains that way. We're going to grant this out to this gentleman. And then we're going to move that into probably Norway here. So we'll grant that title over here. Not title. We're going to grant the vassal over here. There we go. Excellent. We are greedy, which isn't helpful for granting out vassals, that's for sure. We don't want to become wounded I don't really want to spend gold either. Severely injured would not be great. We are still feeling fine. Our health is now poor. Do we have a court chaplain? Or not a court chaplain, a court physician. Where's our decisions? Decisions, here we go. Search for physician. We're going to bring in a physician. We clearly need one. The severely injured, of course, we're already sending for a physician. We were already severely injured, actually, as well. So we'll search for a physician. Again, we just initiated the search for one. But let's see what we get. 300 gold? Do it. Okay, so at this point, it is time for treatment. A safe treatment should be enough. And we already have a physician. The wound was aggravated. That isn't great. Hopefully it gets better. Yikes. Not great at all. Okay. So we can ransom prisoners. We're not going to do that. We can change this guy's contract up to normal feudal taxes, and so we shall. Gives us 0.4 gold per month. Not too shabby. We're going to pop in over here, see if we've got anything to work on, and indeed we do. We can work on quite a lot of these. We do want to continue working on our tax incomes. So that'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. There is additional construction to be done, of course, but we need more gold for that. And when can we extort our subjects? 1324 is the answer. Okay. So, I mean, that's like 4 years out, and we still are going to need to go down to, like, at any cost if we want to really move down the avaricious tree. So, we've got a ways to go on that front. I would like to get this guy vassalized. I doubt he would do it. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I want to clean up a lot of this border gore, but at the same time, I feel like I shouldn't get embroiled in war while severely injured. And while we have as many constructions to work on as we do. So I think we're going to continue working on our constructions for the moment. But I'm very, very interested in cleaning up some of that border gore. But for now, I don't think this is the time to go to war. I'd love to be clear. I would love to go to war right now. I'm very tempted. I mean, we could do small wars. But even that will delay our constructions. And the constructions are the better long-term play. Now, we only have like 120 years left in this campaign. So that is definitely something to think about. Mustering halls in our capital. Excellent. We're going to build hunting towers next. But we do still have 120 years to go, right? That's a decent amount of time still. So I think it's perfectly fine to continue playing the long game here. I don't want to play the super long game. And really, I guess we're not really playing the long game so much as we're playing like the medium game right now. So that'll be fine. We're going to continue to upgrade our castles as the cash comes in. Schemers are being discovered. No one is surprised about this. And we are still severely injured. We do have an heir. We are at absolute crown authority. And we do seem to have our factionalism, for now anyway, under control. The longer it takes this guy to die, the better off we are. So, that's okay. We do need to continue to upgrade our various buildings, of course. And this is still quite important. Like, increasing our income is still fairly important, but more important than that is increasing our total soldier count. That is incredibly important to us. Just finishing up men-at-arms is going to be a big deal. We can change this guy's contract at this point, and actually, I'm going to go for levies. And there we go. Beautiful. Any structures over here that aren't building? I mean, there's this shrine. We could definitely get that going, but we only get a percentage of that. So that's something to keep in mind. This is going to need a House of Worship upgrade, and we're going to go ahead and put that in as soon as we have the cash, although I don't think we're quite going to have it this month's tick. Let's see. 504. No, we're not going to have it. We need 595. Bavaria is a duchy tier realm. Great Moravia is a kingdom tier. Upper Silesia is a duchy tier. Hungary is kingdom tier. Jerusalem has quite a bit of territory at this point over here. Okay. So the fact that they are duchy tier over here primarily is a pretty big deal. That means that we can take these over pretty easily. Adal is kingdom tier. Okay. We could just go for Upper Silesia here, raise only the troops that we need. I really do want to be cleaning some of this up. We're not going to do a kingdom invade. We are not even going to do a seize de jure duchy. We're going to do a conquer duchy on the Duchy of Upper Silesia. We'll only gain the contested title here. Count Radoslav will become our vassal, and that is this guy here. Okay, so we're not going to completely wipe them off the map with this. That's to be expected. We're going to declare this. And we know that we need, like, at least 13,000 troops. We're going to raise up over here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms, and we're going to raise a few levy troops. I want to be tossing as much money towards construction as possible, but I'm just very itchy to go to war. Yeah, go ahead and give us a safe treatment. Hey! Successful wound treatment. Good. So we're going to raise up around 10,000 troops here. Maybe a few more. They have 15 here. Okay. We're going to raise up 20k. And you can watch our income numbers drop, which I'm not hugely okay with. But we'll go to 20k here. Any moment now. 19 and 20. Okay. 49 days left on our men-at-arms. That's fine. Would we win this? We would not. So we're just going to walk in over this way for now. And they're abandoning their siege. Beautiful. They're consolidating their forces together. And walking away. This is exactly what we want. Now, we do have 11 direct vassals, but we're greedy, which makes things tough to give away vassals. So that's definitely a bit of a problem for us. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so we're going to split off a 5k siege stack for right now. And I'm basing that off of their numbers. That's not enough to beat them, to be clear. But that's not the point. This is a relatively small-scale war, and we're going to stay pretty nearby. We're going to go and try to stack wipe their army down over this way, but that is a new stewardship perk for us, and we're going to grab War Profiteer to help offset some of these costs. That'll be great, and we'll get these two armies, if I can select both of them, there we go, grouped together, and they're going to head down over this way. We lose some stress. That is good. We are still severely injured, which is rough. We're going to group these together, and these guys do need a siege commander. We'll put one in, assuming we've got one. Yeah, this guy will do. Excellent. We're going to come in over here. Are we going to catch these guys separately? We actually do. That's pretty ridiculous that they split up like that. But, I mean, we were always going to win this, so that's good. I don't think we stack wipe it, but we'll see. No, not quite. So we're going to make our way up over this direction. Make sure that they are not going to stack wipe our siege force. That would be awkward. So we'll park right next to our siege force here. And you can see they're actually raising up troops right there. So we're going to walk in here. Never mind. We're going to head up over this way. They're retreating up to here. Okay. We're going to get access here. And yeah, we're fine here. We're going to move these guys away from the war. We're at 83% war score right now. So this is not going to be a problem. We are maxed from battle war score, so the only way we get anything out of this is if we capture their leader. We'll see if that happens. It did not. They are splitting up again. This is foolish. They should not be doing this. They're making huge maneuvering mistakes right now. Okay. Well, we win this battle easily. And that's a stack wipe there. Beautiful. 83% war score. And once we occupy Bethan here in 60 days, we should be pretty good. I don't know if that's going to end the war, but it's going to be close. Now, we do have a number of constructions to queue up over here, and we're going to definitely work on that. Excellent. Quite a lot, in fact, to work on over here. And, well, actually, I want the gold first right now, if we can help it. Okay. That last one wasn't a gold producer, but that's okay. The reason, of course, that I want the gold first is that we can build the buildings faster that way. Men-at-Arms will be done in merely 9 years. No problems whatsoever there. Land grants in 4. Beautiful. Now, will this siege end the war? Probably not, although the capital was 23.5%. So maybe, but I'm going to guess that that's a negative. We are going to put this guy in as our marshal. Cool. Yeah, 99% war score. Okay, we're going to move up over here, finish up this siege. This should go quite quickly once our siege weapons arrive. And how soon? We need 1 tech to get into the high medieval era. Okay, good to know. Land grants in 4 years, men-at-arms in 9. So we're going to be into the high medieval, or rather the late medieval era, very, very soon. A lot of these guys already are, keep in mind. They have a tech advantage on us. They have bombards. It doesn't matter, because we have, well, this. But they do have a tech advantage on us. There's no doubt about that. So there's a dangerous faction brewing here, and this is a Liberty faction. This is fair enough. These guys are pretty upset. This war is over. We enforce that, and we are going to disband our troops. We, of course, need to hand these titles on out. Our half-brother will work, and then I did not mean to click on that. We're going to bring in this prince. Cool. And we're just going to hand out all of these titles. We don't need to hold them ourselves. Cool. So now we're going to need to create the duchy. That's the Duchy of Upper Silesia. We'll go ahead and usurp that. And that de jure belongs to this guy here. And we will give him the Duchy of Upper Silesia. 5 vassals go with. And that is good. We didn't get any stress from that, I don't think. But we're going to need to hand out this guy to a king. And that is going to grant us stress. I think Bohemia is the one who needs this. So we will grant him this vassal. We gain 40 stress because we're greedy. And problems will ensue. No mental break? No mental break. That's a little odd. But okay, we'll accept it. So, do we want to fight this Liberty faction? They're not actually that strong. We can probably prevent this war. Yes, we can prevent this war. Done. I'd rather not fight it. It's not going to net us anything helpful. So we're not going to fight that war. We'll just go ahead and bounce the faction. And we'll continue to get our pastoral lands. And we'll also head over here, just checking our castles to see if there are any that can be constructed in. And in fact, this one should be able to. We're just lacking 18 gold. There we go. Excellent. So that is fantastic. There are additional castles up here that should really be constructed in, of course, but we don't have the gold at this exact moment. We're not ransoming anybody. And we do have 11 too many vassals, and I'm wondering where exactly those came from, because they shouldn't be kings. Ah. We see a pair of counties over here. And what else? Just those two counties? I mean, that shouldn't have resulted in 11. That's a county rank realm. He's a neighboring ruler. Okay. Where else did we get territory? We must have it somewhere. It's not going to be over here, I can tell you that. These kingdoms are established, so... I mean, there's also... Oh, this is independent from Adal now. That's actually helpful for us. We can go after that. So this guy should be granted these vassals. Ah, so there's 3 over here. Who do you belong to? That's the same guy. Okay. So this is going to net us a lot of stress because we're greedy. I don't think there's really anything to do about it, though. I think we just hand those out. So we're 8 direct vassals above right now. We're not really in a fantastic position to continue granting vassals like that because of our stress levels. So that's definitely a bit of a concern. We're going to host a feast to drop a little bit of stress. Excellent. And yeah, we'll go ahead and feast. That's another 36 stress gone. Excellent. And we are over our domain limit. That's because we're now known as the Selfish, because we're a comfort eater. That is unfortunate that that dropped us a domain limit. I was hoping that it wouldn't. But alas, it did. What else can we do about that? I mean, pretty much all we can do is hand out another one of these castles. So this one goes to a low noble. I'm not super okay with it, but it is what it is. What a good evening. Our counselor did die. That was our spy master, and we will put in... Actually, the Khan of West Francia is the best option. I like it. Should keep him out of trouble. No, please. Do go on. But yeah, that stress situation with being greedy, that's going to be rough for getting our realm straightened out. So we're going to have to want to do that probably with the next life. Not with this current life. If we can at all help it. We'll see if we can. But we do need to also call a hunt. And we'll lose 42 stress there. That is costing us money. No doubt about it. But it is primarily our castles that we want to work on upgrading. These vassal-held ones are okay. We ride. The vassal-held ones are okay to upgrade, but they are not ideal to upgrade. We press on. Yeah, so all of these are constructing or maxed out as of right now. We can, of course, work on upgrades in locations like this, and so we shall. A good kill. And a good chase. Fantastic. And with that, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to think about going to war with some of these, I was going to say powers over here. They're not really powerful, but we're going to consider going to war for some land grabs here. The main issue is that vassal limit. But we'll see how we want to handle that next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.